prone one, correct?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. 24 definitely hits. He's on death's door. Okay, well he was knocking on death's door, but now he's been invited inside.
Yeah.
Okay. Saying he's been hit, bitten, thrown against a wall. He is utterly dazed and confused, similar to the one previously, and you just I'm gonna say you
bonk him on the head.
As he's pushing himself back up, one final hurrah, you just slam your elbow down on his head and he hits the ground and crumples.
Yep.
He doesn't even get a twitch. He's dead.
Okay, and then I have that extra turn, right? Or was that technically useless?
That would have been your extra turn, but now it's your actual... Well, we'll do the other extra turns first. How about that?
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Oh god, what am I going to do?
We'll go for raise.
I'll just move... Oh, I keep on touching bloody... Okay,
yeah. I'll put him like here. There.
Okay.
Alright.
Am I okay to stay in this space, or...?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You can share spaces with smaller creatures.
Oh, okay,
I think so, at least.
Well, we'll say that.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Ray, we'll do your double turn now. There's really only 2 left.
Yeah. I'm gonna let the party handle that.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay,
what
so...
are you doing by the by?
Who can see in the dark right now? Just Wuhan?
I can.
All of you except Abigail and Rose.
How am I able to see in the dark?
The Falcon of Sir Grayson.
Ah.
He is,
okay.
I think it should be a 10-foot. Yeah, creatures within 10 feet of it, which you barely all. Actually, no, wait. I guess out. It would have been in his space, so it would have been like here, I guess. So yeah, you're within 10 feet of it. I can see the aura. So you have a 30-foot dark vision while you're in proximity to it.
Gotcha.
So if you take one step up right now, you lose that dark vision.
Understood. That changes what I'm going to do a little bit.
I will say you also get 4 temp HP.
Nice. Put
Sir
that
Grayson.
forward. Rose, how are you looking?
Oh, she's pretty much... She's like 4 points away from max. She's fine.
Look at Danny.
Varric, how's he looking?
Near full.
Near full. Ori?
I am... Yeah, I'm alright. I'm only missing, like, what? Just under 30 hit points, I'm okay.
Alright, priorities. So I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level on myself.
Fair enough. So
For...
max out. So 2d8 plus 5, or so that's 21?
21, yeah. That's my action to do that.
Action to Cure Wounds on yourself, yeah?
Yeah, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to channel Divinity.
Okay.
And use Bloop to recover a 2nd level spell slot.
Yeah, fantastic ability. I'm happy to add it.
And I will stay put where I am. That's my turn.
Roger. Right, let's see. So Varric, Abigail, Sir Grayson. I'm gonna skip Relkurt. Because he's Relkurt. I mean, Varric's turn is pretty simple. He's gonna keep trying to fucking tase the one on top of him.
Yeah. You'd probably seen Race bring up great-grandfather to his forehead, like forehead on forehead, and then...
A little bit of healing there.
Nice! Crit!
That's a good amount of damage. Doesn't it roll
Not enough to kill it, though.
No, it rolls D8s. Okay. So, shit.
2d8. Next level is 3d8 if he... Well, no matter what level he grabs, he can go level fighter and it'll still be 3d8, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, because based on character level.
Bingo. So that is his action. This thing's still fucking alive. So it sucks, not gonna lie. But that's sort of really all he's gonna do.
Oh, these little guys remind me of Vorcha now that I think about it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Die now!
Alright, if you guys ever managed to talk with one of them physically, that's the voice I'm giving you. I'll say that's Varric's turn. Abigail turn. She's no longer assailed on all fronts, so that makes her turn a lot simpler. Psychic damage against the things that do psychic damage probably isn't a good idea. Creature you can see within 60 feet. Wisdom versus Dex. They're clever, consider how they ambush you. They're decently dexterous. We'll go for Dex. I don't even know. I don't have the stat block memorized. Or we can go with Con. Let's go with Con. Let's go with Con. Con save from this one. They'll best. Actually, no. We'll pick the one on Varric. Gotta save. Gotta save the more significant ally. Let's see. Con save from the Meanlock. Oh, yeah. Hey, we out here. To be chipped. Holy shit. 12 puts it just to death. Varric does give his thanks to his significant other, and that leaves Sir Grayson. All right, I'm Mass Effect 2 assuming direct control on this. All right, he's gonna move. He's gonna share the space with you, Ori.
Mm-hmm.
You fucking outside of this. Actually, wait, big. Oh, hey, look at that! It's it's magically grappled. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. So since it's grappled, that gives advantage. All right, moving on. The 15 actually doesn't hit. Wow, I'm actually pretty surprised by that.
Brr.
That being said, 40 damage, 55 damage. Yeah, this thing is dead against the wall. As Sir Grayson just comes up, shoves it against the wall, and just begins hacking into it. And thusly, I think that's all of them. He mutters to himself as he's like flicking the black blood off his hatchet. Wretched little creatures.
They might be wretched, but they're awfully clever.
They are. Roker wakes up. We dead?
I
not
grab
dead.
his hand and give him a hand up.
Yeah, it's twice.
Oh, I need to try and move without grabbing every other character on the balloon board.
Oh yeah. Here, I'll move Roker here. Move Sir Grayson there.
Okay.
Put the light out on the hammer.
Well, rough start. Good finish.
Say so. That's very cool what you did with your hammer there. What was that?
Sorry, Ori's never seen the flaming hammer. Wait,
Yeah.
Or I feel like Ori has. Has it?
Has she?
I've never used it.
I thought, what about against the Mandranos? The trees? The evil trees?
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
To be fair, she was being
Nope.
drawn.
You were
Yeah,
on the
I'm just
other
gonna
side-
go with it.
You were on the other side of the battlefield
Yeah.
from her, so we'll say that.
Oh, okay,
True.
yeah.
It was Cecil's hammer. A fire giant.
Oh, a fair
You
giant,
slew a
okay.
fire giant.
Are they traditionally hard to kill?
We
Ori, giants in
Freed.
general are, depending on which caste they are, notorious for being difficult to defeat. Hill giants certainly
Okay.
are simpler, ogres and other giantkin lower down, easier. But a fire giant, that is up there in caliber.
Oh, okay.
it's funny. He didn't even use it in the fight. He used a much simpler weapon.
Sounds like a dum-dum.
Part of me thinks he wanted to die.
Sir
Yeah,
Grayson
we
shakes his head.
think that be shame.
Teens, yeah.
Yeah, so do I. But we have other priorities than lamenting mistakes.
Getting pain.
Getting paint, Jesus.
You guys hear a sickening, or I don't know, maybe hardening, consider how they're such assholes, crunch, and it's sort of like cracking open a lobster. Ricker just begins. Oh yeah, come to Papa.
Okay, now.
Just walks past him like, ugh. I will say, can everyone type to me their HP? This actually is a bit important for a very simple reason. I think Ori
In
knows.
chat or where?
Type in Roll20 chat.
Oh.
Abigail has approximately 9 uses of Aura Vitality left, which auto-max to 12. So that means, Leslie, 9 times 12 is about 108 hit points that she can distribute out, divided into 12 subsects, but I don't really care to do that such, like, that very... Don't get me wrong, it's important. It's 100% important. Also, it's tedium, so...
It's more to see, like, do we have the ability to take 108 healing?
Top off Witch Doctor.
So 20.
108.
Or that's 59 off 1.
25.
Okay, so 2 to do so.
Yeah, I really do that, but it should be 52, so it should be 28. Or you're back to full.
Hey, gracias.
Rose heal back to full. That makes it 39. Let's roll. That should be 26. So 39 minus 26.
Also,
Raise heal back to full.
do we lose the temp HP we got from Grayson?
You do not.
Oh, okay.
She will. She'll give the remaining 13 to herself, so that puts her at 57. That's just from Aura Vitality, by the way.
Big spell.
Mm-hmm.
Good synergy.
Good synergy, fantastic synergy.
It really shows when you have like people that have their own like smaller healing capabilities to just be able to just max that shit out. It's like, oh, this is a little bit of health. It's like, it's a noticeable amount of health now.
Let's see. Alright, so that would Leslie leave Sir Grayson, Varric, Abigail still a bit herself, and Relkurt. Varric is only down 8 HP, so I'm just going to say Abigail uses one of her healing lights on him. So that should be, what, a D6 plus 5? Cool. But this would be after time has... Actually, no, it should... No, she could do this as an action and then heal with Aura Vitality as a bonus action. So that would just be a flat 11 for him. So Varric is topped off. Kill him. Probably a significant amount of overdealing, if anything. For herself, she'll jump 2 healing light charges. So 22 puts her back at full. Yay. Relkurt only has a maximum HP of 82. Okay, let's be honest here. Between Sir Grayson and Relkurt, Relkurt's definitely the less valuable one. So she'll give she'll give 5 healing light charges to Sir Grayson, which is 55 hit points immediately. Also, he's the one that has a bigger health pool anyway, so that puts him to 80 HP out of 147. And then 2 healing light charges to Relkurt, which is thusly 22 for him, which puts him from 8 to 30.
Out of 80 something?
Out of 82.
How many?
That's all of Abigail's short-term healing. She gets half of them back on a short rest.
Nice.
She does have technically more healing. I'm not sure she wants to drop that, though.
I'm gonna chug a Greater Manix.
Okay.
Or
I could just give Relkurt
Abigail
one,
will use her last patch slot to 3rd level Cure Wounds Relkurt.
Would this technically count as a short rest that we're doing just now?
No, this all happens in the course of a minute.
Damn it! Okay.
We could, since we have to wait for Catalina, we could short rest in theory.
3d8 is 24. 24 plus 5 is
But we might
29.
want to go to a secure-ish location.
29 plus 5.
Yep, there aren't holes in the walls.
34. That puts him to 60. So Relkurt's at 64. So he's ticking. He's definitely ticking. So what's our next step? Get out of this hallway for one.
That would be good. I don't really like any more of these bugs coming back.
Is there anything we can do on the other side? Doesn't matter.
Oh.
They can dig through the ground.
There was a hallway, I think I remember, on the other side of that river, where me and Rez were.
A hallway?
Sort of. It was like a crack in the wall or something. I was more paying attention to the talking crystal at the time, but...
Alright,
I
how
guess
big
we
we
saw that.
talking though? Like you say tiny, you mean like them tiny? Them little puny munchkins? You note that Relkers
She's
are
like this.
roughly the same size as them.
Don't put it out.
Like
don't put it
them?
out, Don't put it out.
Or
She just sort of
like you size? Or we talking him tiny? He points at Witch Stalker.
just sort of tilts her head to the side, but doesn't really say anything.
Bear just shakes his head behind Relkers, but he's
Yeah,
just like,
yeah.
Just don't
fuck
say
it.
it. I think Rose does like the cross across the neck motion, like to Ori, just like don't say it, don't say it.
Yep. She holds her tongue.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Would I remember how wide it was, roughly?
I mean, you should be able to see it, right?
Not from where I am, just... Oh, actually, I might be able to...
The fog of war you should be able to see.
Yeah, I can't see a lot of it, is the only thing. I can see, like, a small snippet of it turning, and that's it.
Here, I'll move you there. Boom.
I can still only see it.
That is it.
Oh, it's literally just a tiny little divot.
Crack in the wall.
Yes, it does go deeper in, as far as you can see, but like lighting-wise, as much as you can see, because you wouldn't have dark vision over there.
Oh, that thing's thin. Okay, that's really skinny.
You guys
Okay.
can fit through it. It would just be you would have to squeeze through.
Yeah.
if,
Okay.
If you want to. And Witch Stalker is not even like not
He's
a
out of
question.
Yeah. I'm just gonna make like an estimate with my hands, like just sort of put it together and going, about this wide, roundabout.
About like a foot and a half.
Yeah, what you're saying is if anyone has claustrophobia, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it'll be a fun time then. I don't know, Rohan, would you be able to fit through? You're quite big.
He might like get stuck.
Scrape.
He might do.
He might get stuck.
Hey,
Or
Ryan,
you guys could
what
try to
is it
make
like?
it wider. That is also an option. You could try to make it wider.
If one of you wants to scout ahead, Reyes can give you sight.
That's actually
We
not
could
a
do
bad
that if
idea.
you want to go that way instead of the other way.
We send one or two people to go scouting that way. Meanwhile, the rest of us hang out that area.
We could regroup in the room we're in before, or take a
Yeah.
look around, see if we find a more defensible position.
Mhm.
This entire place is an underground cavern, and we're with creatures that can dig through walls. Love, I don't know what can be defensible. Fair point.
Although we shouldn't go too far because we do have to wait for Catalina. Not that she probably can't find us anyways.
Wait, do we got like a fucking like local in your pocket or something? He looks at you,
local?
Reyes.
Oh yeah,
Well,
Crystal.
why don't we ask the fucking talking rock? Crystal.
Oh,
Same
the
thing.
crystal! I was wondering what you're talking about there.
What was it
Him
saying?
have a name.
What was that again?
Yeah, Gary or whatever. No, Relker, it's Harry. It began with an H, remember? Yeah.
Harry? Harax? Wasn't it Halak? But say Halak. Halifax?
You know, we
Oh,
You
can
can
just
hear
ask them.
from emitting from your pocket, Grace. My name is designated as Helgix. And you all
Fix,
hear
that's
it.
it. Sorry.
See, told you it was Harry. You said it was Gary. Same thing. He's like painting
Everything
his... He's like rubbing his hat in like the pool board he's now cracked open.
Ugh.
You know, it's like, you know, people like rub like cloth together when they're washing it to like sort of use itself to scrub itself out. He's doing that except the inverse.
Ugh.
He's just smearing this black. It is sort of red. It's like the darkest hues of red, but it is still reddish, barely.
Our wounds would have like healed up at this. Yeah, so we wouldn't be dripping.
You guys
blood
would have healed in a
from ears.
minute because that's how long Beacon of Hope lasts.
Okay, so we're not
I think.
dripping blood anymore.
No.
Hey, Relkert,
Yeah.
What do you do when you can't get away from your enemy?
Set an ambush, meet them head on. They won't be expecting to push if they're dum-dums enough. I'm not sure about how. Let's find out. He takes his machete, cracks one of their heads open, cracks like a coconut. How much brain power, dear?
You're missing the point. They don't like light, so we make ourselves a hard target.
Surrounding us with light?
I can cast a daylight spell.
The more light, the better. Anyone who has capabilities, do it. If not, light a torch.
Oh, I
Make
have
it glow.
torches. No spells, I'm afraid, but I can definitely do that part.
Well, then the question becomes, where do we set up?
Abigail had it.
So we make a safe spot with bright lights. We do have the stone still, don't we?
What stones?
The Ponifera one.
Oh my god, we still have those?
We have one, I think.
How? I've been holding on to those for like months. Do they still work? Imagine
If it's
it wouldn't
as
work.
magic as it seems, it should. And Princess Lorelei did say that they create a safe sanctuary for respite. I'm not sure if we want to use it though. It's a bit obvious.
It also lasts.
For all we know, there ain't over here.
Oh, that's a good point.
For all we know, they can burrow through it.
I'm in agreement
It's not
with
impenetrable.
Ruhan. These creatures are clearly averted towards light. So let us be the torch in the dark. Let us scare them
Ooh,
away.
dark.
Okay.
The torch in the dark.
Me.
You guys can see Sir Grayson contemplating some sort of motion. The fact that he sort of swivels his knee and leg a bit, or sort of like, you know, like when you like get
He's
rocked
getting
at
in
like
a
a
stance.
doctor's office, like, you know, when they do like that little like kick reflex.
Oh, yeah.
You figure out that he's wondering if he should kick Relkar as he's crouched over and trying to scrub his head in a pool of blood right now.
Can Rose just pat him on the arm and just shake her head, just like, it's not worth it?
Yes, be the better one. What was that?
Nothing.
Red cap. Ray. Whatever. Hey. So where should we set up then? I don't agree with setting up here.
Not so quick to whatever's down there, in case it learns how to climb.
I'd like to interject a thing. I didn't realize you even know what that word meant. Ha 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 ha. Mushroom head, ha ha. Can I bring one of these with us? He gestures to one of the bodies. Where are we set up?
Study it?
Can you carry it? What are we supposed to smell?
Looks like a cat. Hey! You want to square up right now? I bet I'm stronger than you.
And
I
you're
mean, like-
severely outnumbered if you start attacking.
In better places, Red Beret. We have more pressing matters than your silly blood obsession. My livelihood, thank you very much. Right.
Taking that with you. To what purpose?
Came up in my hat.
How much blood can that thing... Sure, if we move out somewhere...
You
I'll
want to
drag one
be
with us.
scientific and find out?
How did you know interjection, but not how to say scientific?
I'm surprised you know how to say interjection.
Right? Like, I feel one of those
Is-
words...
Is this getting us anywhere?
It's not... We need to
Probably
move.
not.
I'm taking that as a yes. He begins hefting one onto his back.
Oh, that thing's going to smell.
Might be to our benefit.
Ugh.
Yeah, if you smell
sure.
the dead of your kin, then they won't exactly like it.
Papa's getting a brand new hat.
What?
Why do you refer... Never mind.
Rose will grab this one as well, in case he wants, like, 2.
Just like fill the blood into a bottle or something. Would that not be easier?
No. Because I got a
Okay.
bottle.
Oh, that's true.
Let us reconvene back in the main room when we have more space to navigate. Yes?
That's a good idea. Dude. Ah, shit, I can't see. Sorry, language.
He gives you a look like. So just move. The Falcon will be here, so
Okay.
it'll be perched in the quote-unquote center of the room.
Can we look around to see if there's any of the little traps that were apparently part of an ambush over here?
Hold on, moving bodies. We gotta keep them with us, alright?
Yeah.
So where are we at?
Wait.
I was just seeing if there were any more, if we could detect, like, it's their traps. To make sure
Roll
we don't,
perception.
like, trigger
Sounds like a
something.
classic perception check.
Would I have advantage because of the bird, or is it just straight because of the bird?
Advantage because of the bird.
Okay.
It-
Ooh.
18. I'm assuming you're looking particularly down this path, considering how you're
Yeah,
next to
she's
the path.
perched over there.
You look down this way and you see more. Ooh, actually, make me an Arcana check. Straight. Let's see if you pick up on some loose change on the ground. We'll call it.
Well, I'm actually trained in that because I looked through
Ooh, a
Arcane Archer.
quarter.
It turns out I have that. 19.
Oh wow, it's a half door.
Ooh,
As you're
that is
looking
10.
down this way, you see once more the cavern walls, which are, as in, you're not a ranger or anything,
Hmm.
and you're not a seeker either, but it does look naturally formed. But one thing with a 19 Arcana check does strike you as being intriguing. Where the walls, these ruined walls, meet the cave walls, it's not like, the walls themselves are like sundered walls or anything like that, right? It's not like the cavern walls, we'll call them, are broken down or eroded ruin walls. No, they look implanted, the ruin walls. Like a perfectly, okay, maybe not perfect, but more so than naturally occurring clean apparition of the wall meeting the cavern wall itself. 19. You get an idea from some horror stories you've heard in the Slayers. Hell, you might have even heard a couple in R&D. It's sort of what happens when something teleports into something else. You know? Like,
Right.
it teleports into a previously occupied space. It's like a really bad Photoshop.
Right. I think that tracks
That's not
with...
worrisome at all.
No.
Mm-hmm.
So the question is,
Yeah.
what happens if we teleport it with it? Ooh. I think Catalina was hinting at something like that before. Actually, since Ray's is right here, conveniently, I think she would turn him and kind of point that out. And be like, can you pin anything specific down on this, or... Like, I'm not tripping. There's something odd with this, right?
I look over.
You look over, make me Arcana using your wisdom. I'll give you advantage. Because of you're getting help from something. In the meantime, though, I will say I'm going to use the restroom because
Bathroom.
caffeine. And in that time, if you guys want to use the restroom, get drinks, snacks, or so on, be my
Seems
guest.
good.
Or you guys can feel free to discuss. I will say, you guys, I'm not sure if you guys can see down here, all of you, but those of you that can see down here, do note that this end of this hallway to the right it doesn't end in a wall. It ends in like some sort of textile.
Ends in a textile?
So yeah, you guys feel free to discuss. I'll be right back.
Head to the edge there. Oh, can't see very much. Okay. Curious.
Also, Ray's... I think Ray's or Ori, one of you two, were the ones that noticed that the rock layers were in the wrong areas. Like, somewhere down here, I think. was just like, oh, these rocks should be like way, way below ground as opposed to where they are. That's clicking somewhere in the back of my head.
I don't remember, and
I
yeah.